Good morning. This is a very fast overview of personnel and programming, specifically dealing with profiles that show various characteristics, attributes, and so on of the people that we bring on board into our companies. There are many profiles out there that one can choose. Interestingly enough, they all have something in common. They basically give you the picture of a person and say, this is the person. This is the way his windows look, his roof, and so forth. The neighborhoods in which this house would fit. And of course, the profiling takes the character of fitting different types of house together with other houses, if you will, if the analogy serves. This is an interesting thing. We don't often use the personal matrix profile as a hiring guise. You use it as an enhancement tool for a very specific reason. We know that people cannot be profiles. There is no profile in the market that allows you to see the person. The only thing a profile will show you is the behaviors that a person is currently expressing. And these things are volatile. They are not fixed. Your house shape can change if you want it to. What we are more interested in is the foundation of the house. This foundation is comprised of 10 different capabilities. And these capabilities are the things upon which the success of any job depends. Some jobs require different capabilities than others. So when you find that a profile doesn't quite fit, you can actually go in and enhance those areas that can be enhanced to bring about more effectiveness on the job, greater happiness, and so forth. The particular profile that captures these capabilities that we're talking about is the personal matrix profile. And it's a very, very interesting profile, as you will see. Every person blends, from his experience, 10 fundamental capabilities to form a persona or a face that we know as personality. This is a volatile thing. It can change with life events and so on. But how this person responds to life, takes control of his life or not, is pretty well pictured in this profile. It gives us a very interesting tool into the way a person is currently operating. Key characteristics can be instantly seen on the profile. For example, loyalty, efficiency, dependability, honesty, and persistence. You take one glance at the profile and it lets you see these things. It's also true that trouble can be predicted. For example, these graphs show you the destruction, hidden intentions, an inefficient person, or a poor manager. You may already know this manager is trouble, but this lets you see what you're working with in the present so they can be enhanced. Any job requires unique capabilities. People who hold these jobs or applicants for these positions are profiled. We take this profile, we address the areas where he requires enhancement with training, and this gives us an enhanced profile, an enhanced person. A person who knows he is doing better, feeling better about those areas where before he was a little deficient relative to his potential. We can profile a group of people and design a workshop that address common issues. For example, we take these 6 people and identify the characteristics they have in common that require enhancement. We will design a workshop that addresses those specific areas and conduct the workshop. This takes a day, maybe 2, to deliver such a workshop. At the end, we profile them again and we find out whether we hit the mark. And invariably we do, because we're dealing with a very precise tool. There are 2 barriers to learning which you definitely need to know when you're hiring people. One is thinking that he already knows. If you have ever tried to train somebody who thought he already knew everything there was to know about the subject, you find that this barrier is absolutely in the way of him learning anything new. His profile looks like this. The second barrier to learning is not having his own purpose to learn what he is being taught. We've all been to school. We all know what it is like to take a class for which you have no purpose. You might score well on the marks. You might become certified in that area, but you'll probably forget everything you learned because you didn't have your own purpose to learn what was being taught. The profile on the right shows you a person without his own purpose. He doesn't engage with his life as well as he could. He really needs to discover what his own purpose is so that he can improve his level of engagement. And it's important to understand that every capability on this profile can be enhanced through training. The only requirement is that the person wants to improve. Now this brings a question. Is there a perfect profile? Well, as a matter of fact, every job has its own ideal profile. But if we wanted to look at one strong profile, this is one. This person is a good manager, good with people, organized, and can see the big picture. So there you go. That's the brief overview. If you have any questions, contact us at Rainmakers, and we'll be happy to answer them. Thank you for taking the time to listen.